I haven't slept in days. Haven't shaved in days either. Still thinking about that bottle job from last time. How it could have been prevented. Maybe this is just FM giving us a little bit of hubris and a little bit of humility, saying, hey, you're not quite ready for the Champions League just yet. Go hone your skills in the Europa League and then come back. Just fine, I guess. And if you want to see how that happened, go back to the last episode and see in spectacular fashion how we missed out on Champions League football. Don't worry, I'll wait. Sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, I know. But anyway, we got ourselves a Europa League group draw today. We got ourselves a transfer window right at the end. Transfer deadline, and then taking on Alaves in the league. So let's start the show. What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here, and welcome to Season 3 of the Basque Boys. As always, if you are still enjoying the series, please go and drop it a like. Now, today, we're taking on Alaves. It's actually our second match in the league, but this has some significance compared to the first match, where today is not just our Europa League group stage draw, but it's also the end of the transfer window. So we got some dealings that need to be done on deadline day. And actually, we've made some dealings beforehand. Let's check those out. Now, I'm going to go in order from when we sold them, so this might be a little controversial. Leave your comments in the comment box below on if you thought it was a good idea for me to get rid of these guys, or conversely, bring in some of these guys when we go over the transfers in. Firstly, Kike Sola has been transferred out to FC Viitorul in Romania. 240,000 euro, which isn't bad. As you can clearly see, his estimated value already half of that, and his stats were declining at the end of last season. I wasn't using him. I was mostly using John Batista as my main striker. Kike Sola was a backup. And now that I brought up Asier Villalibre, there's no need for Kike Sola, not even as a third string option. So it's better just ship him off and get some money out of him. Mikel Rico is actually released on a free, and he was picked up by Braga, as you can see, in Portugal. As a 33-year-old midfielder, I didn't really feel that he could contribute any more to the squad, and especially since I wanted to try and get younger. So that's why I didn't want to renew his contract and just let him walk. No one else wanted to, actually pay for him at value. So unfortunately, money lost. Now, this one might be a little controversial. Xabi Acheta has been sold to Sevilla for 1.9 million euros. And to be honest with you, he wanted first-team football, and I could not guarantee that at the club, because Aymeric Laporte and Mikel San Jose are obviously far and away my two best center backs, and Mikel San Jose just got paid to be a starting center back. Now, he's running about 60,000 euro per week. Aymeric Laporte's on 150,000. Xabi, I could not keep him on and pay him what I was paying Mikel San Jose to say, yeah, you're going to be a backup. I just couldn't do it. So that's why I sold him off, and Sevilla and Ibar came in from Sevilla, ultimately paying. Y'all remember this guy that I brought in last year? Yeah, I barely played him too. I actually loaned him out to Real Oviedo, for the majority of the season, just because I couldn't fit him in my squad. And now, because he wanted more money and wanted to stay on for multiple years, I just couldn't do it, especially since I was bringing back Unai Lopez, who is essentially the same type of player, just 4 years younger. So I sold him off to Almera for 1.6 million euros. Say goodbye to Alvaro Peña. We hardly knew ye. And then finally, because I had a gigantic surplus of midfielders, there left no room for Mikel Vesga. We sold him off to Ibar for 2.5 million euros, and he was sitting in the B side forever. He was there for the last 3-4 years, just never got a chance in the first team, and with who I brought in, like Mikel Merino, John Gastanaga as well, there was no way that he would ever fit in my system, so better to ship him off for something. Alright, now for the ins, and I said I wanted to bring this man in just because I made a mistake in letting him go. If you remember last episode, he killed me while he was at Deportivo. We bought him from Deportivo for 6 million euros. Pablo Hervias. He is coming into the club, and he is more than likely going to be a decent backup both on the left and the right. He could play both winger and inside forward, so if Iker Muniain or Susaeta get tired, he can do a job and help out on those wings. He is a great player, as we saw in the Deportivo match, and I feel he can only do better as soon as he gets into the club and starts playing. And look what the cat dragged in. Guess who we brought back from Granada? Yes, it's Gorka Elustondo, the center back that we gave away for 1.1 million euro. We brought him back for only 400,000, but I needed to have somebody on the center back side because, you know, Chabiachetta had to leave and I was left with only 4 center backs. I felt I needed one more to do the business, and Elustondo is a very competent backup. We're only going to have him for the next couple years, just like a trial period as a backup. So in case he doesn't do well, we can just ship him off somewhere else. A few failed transfers that I really wanted to get done, but for one reason or another just didn't. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, and the guy that I really wanted to make my crown jewel this transfer window, Exhibit C. The reason why he didn't want to come into my club is because he wanted to play Champions League football. Understandable. He's been playing Champions League football ever since he landed at Arsenal, and they kept getting 4th place every year. So I could see why he wants to play Champions League football. I could still technically get him on a Bosman because his contract is up, and I don't see Arsenal renewing it. We just gotta beat Man City and whatever team in China that could potentially come in for him to that contract. And maybe he'll understand if China come in for him that, hey, playing in the Europa League isn't too bad. But it all comes down to, are we willing to pay that potential price? He could go upwards of 100,000 euro a week. So someone suggested this in the comments section, and to be quite honest with you, I can't believe I didn't think of it earlier. If my regens were so crappy, why couldn't I spend on youth facilities and get in better regens, potentially? So that's why I did. I went and got myself some new youth facilities. They will be done around the middle of November. They only cost 6 million euro, and I say only cost 6 million euro because take a look at my bank balance. Yes, we're cruising about 150 million euro in our bank balance. Thank you, La Liga TV money. I can't believe that they give 82 million euro for TV, and half of that is up front. So right away, we got 41 million euro to play with. And our bank balance is just going to continue to grow. So hey, La Liga, thanks for the free money. And with those new youth facilities, we can help bring the potential of this guy up. Look at that future number 1. This future number 10, look at that finishing at 16 years old. This future technically gifted midfielder at 17, looks great speed and vision-wise. He can only get better. So before we get into the match day versus Alaves and the Europa League group stage draw, let's take a look and see how we fared up to this point preseason as well as the season opener. And you can clearly see nothing but greens up and down the list, and then a 3-0 battering of Numancia in the season opener. Garcia Laporte getting goals as well as an own goal by the Numancia defender. But the big question lies right here. 23 shots, but only 4 of them on target. I don't want this to be the theme of the season. Yes, it's nice we're getting all these shots. We need to make them count, though. We need to be a little bit more clinical going forward so that, yes, when we have 23 shots, I'd like to see half of them on targets and, yeah, probably get a 3, maybe even 4 goal tally. Just saying, we need to do a lot better. Right, so now let's take a look at the Europa League group stage draw. Because we were in the Champions League last season, that bumped our coefficient way up. So we're going to be a first seed side. So let's just draw everybody and see what group we are going to be in. We're going to be in Group D. So let's now just draw everybody else. Taking a look at the next pot, we obviously cannot draw against Sociedad since they are in the same country. There you go, right away. Right away! It goes out into the Group A, and then taking a look at everybody else, probably Victoria Pilsen or Rapid Vienna. At this point in time, I'd love to just go after anybody. We're going against West Ham. All right, West Ham is going to be in our group. And taking a look at who we got in the 3rd seeds, we cannot take on Malaga, which is probably fine. Taking a look at who is left, we got Bate, where's that, Bates, Borisov, Nice, Standard Liège, Steaua, probably Steaua. Or Lokomotiv Moscow. I'll take one of those two. Lokomotiv Moscow. There we go. All right. And then finally, in the 4th seed, it doesn't really matter at this point because 4th seeds are probably easy nonetheless. I probably wouldn't. Well, we can't get Spartak. Maybe Fenrik or Göteborg. That'd be great. Slavia Praha. All right. So honestly, that should be a group that we're winning. Coming right out of the gate, that should be a group we're winning. Right, so let's get into today's match versus Alaves, and it is classified as a local rivalry, so let's go out there and do the business. We're going with the 4-2-3-1 today, and the lineup's going to be as follows. Ruffier in net, Leque, Laporte, San Jose, Balenciaga along the back line. I would love Isma Lopez there, but he is injured. Our two center mids will be Merino and Benyat. The three attacking mids, Munain, Raul Garcia, and Pablo Herveas. Yes, I'm going to give Susaid a little bit of a rest, just fine. Herveas is a good backup, that's why I picked him up. And sitting up top, Asier Villaribre. You probably haven't seen him yet. He is 20 years old. He was in the Bilbao system since the start of the game. And this kid has already turned to be better than John Batista stats-wise. And I want to try and utilize him as my new striker going forward. As you can clearly see, 14 finishing, 14 composure, 15 off the ball. Great speed, great in the air. This kid's only 20 years old, and he's got nowhere to go but up. So, yeah, my new #1 guy, John Batista, is going to be the backup. Hopefully, Villalibre can get the job done, so let's go kick off and see what happens. Free kick taken by the goalkeeper, and I don't understand why. It's picked off with ease. Villalibre out to Balenciaga, gets it inside. Well, try to get it inside. Villalibre to Benyat. Merino, some great passing. We can just get it out to the wings. We just needed to get it out to the wings, and we would have had something, but no. We give it away very, very easily. Then Merino taking it off the midfielder with ease. This is just some back and forth football right here. Nice pass from Villalibre. Oh, Garcia. 36 minutes on now, Mikel San Jose bullying this guy, and then Villalibre working in tandem. This is some great football, some great possession football on the turnaround into Villalibre, and he gets our first goal, or his first goal, in the first team. Awesome. Great stuff. Words. Trying to come up with things that I haven't said yet to describe this kid, but the setup for this entire thing, Munain to Benyat to Villalibre. Villalibre, 20 years old, first goal officially for this club. And I can see several more in his future. 39 minutes in to Villalibre, pass it off to Raul Garcia. There you go, making up for the horrible shot earlier. Raul Garcia doubles the lead, and it's 2-0. Still with 5-6 minutes left in this half. Once again, the great passing from the wide side into the middle of the park, just not allowing the blue shirts to get to the ball. It does bounce off the goalkeeper, but it's over the line. 2 minutes of stoppage time on the clock. One of it has gone by. Munain to Villalibre. Can we get ourselves a third goal before this half is over? It doesn't look like it, as Alaves are doing very well. Alaves doing very well to get the ball forward. Nice save from Ruffier. Ooh, the defense is looking like exactly how it looked versus Sevilla at the end of the last season, playing catch-up. And that's something I don't want to see going forward. So halftime it is, and with the exception of those last 2 minutes, I feel this team is starting to play really, really comfortably with this formation and comfortable with each other. So keep it up, boys. I'm very happy with how things are going. No changes need to be made. Second 45, let's go finish the job. So Villalibre, the literal translation being the free village, I guess. But anyways, 57 minutes on now. Raul out to Benyat, to Balenciaga, who can put in a decent cross. There are several red shirts in the box. Take a shot. Benyat lasers it from the top of the box into the left corner. It's 3-0 to the club, and I feel like this match is on ice at this point in time. Benyat with his first goal of the season. It's only 2 matches in, so of course it's going to be his first goal. Some great, great footwork cross his body. Not a lot of good shots taken across your body, but beats the keeper, gives us a 3-0 lead. 65 minutes gone now. I have made a couple of subs. Oh, wow, what a save from Ruffier, but the ball bounces directly to an Alaves player, and they get one back. Clean sheet is gone with 25 minutes to go. I was just about to say, I made subs to Susaida and Itaraspe coming on for Merino and Pablo Herveas. That did not lead to this goal. Believe me, it didn't lead to this goal. Bad defending led to this goal. The ball pinballing directly to an Alaves player, and into the back of the net it went. Is Alaves going to get a second goal with very little time left on this clock? We are allowing them. We're allowing them to come forward, and they do. They, in fact, get a second goal in this match. Adam Zalai. Wow, okay. Defense completely, well, he was marked. I was going to say, defense completely falling apart. He was marked. Ruffier could have done better with that save. But as it stands, we do still have a goal advantage. And the ref blows his full-time whistle. Before that goal kick, it is full-time. 2 to Alaves, 3 to Athletic Club. Somehow, we escape. Last 15 minutes, and Alaves flick a switch and automatically just up the ante and throw on the turbojets. So we might as well just skip all the way through to the end of the day and the end of the transfer window, as it is about to tick closed for the summer. No more transfers to be made until the winter. Like I said, I want to go after Nacho Monreal from Arsenal and try to bring him into the club because, oh boy, will he be a big capture for the club if we do. And there you go. The deadline has passed. As you can see, the biggest transfers: Cedric Bakambu going to Liverpool. Victor Lindelof going to Real Madrid. Damn it. Gelson Mertens going to Real Madrid. Also, damn it. They are loading up and loading up big, as we would expect of a team like Real Madrid. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. If you like what you saw, please go and drop it a like, subscribe if you're new. If for some reason my videos aren't hitting your tab, your notifications tab, hit the bell. I know for some people it's been getting a little wonky, so just in case, hit the bell, let you know when I go live with a video. And also comment below on this video what you thought on the episode and the series as a whole. Like I said, did I do well in the transfer window? Do you think I did well in the transfer window? And who would you like to see brought in during the winter window? Sorry, there's lightning outside. It's a big storm coming this way in Chicago, so I want to get this done quickly. But anyway, guys, leave comments in the comment box below. As always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.